get back on, I'm standing, get your butt back, and you'll be pretty stable. I think the other hard trail's over here. It's like sandy stuff, you know, it's wet, but then I think I broke through the crust. Gotta do this both ways. Woohoo! Okay, that's the hard spot. I'll turn around though when it comes out. Gnar section's coming up around this corner. Stand. And if you know it's here. Woohoo! You just go over it just like that. A lot of it's momentum. And don't be afraid to just keep that momentum steady. Oh yeah, this way, that's right. We're gonna have the steep. Yeah, right here. Whoa, 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 that's solid goo. You wouldn't see, there's my track. I hit that and the tires, I barely kept that up. That is slick. Even just putting my foot down, I can tell how slick that is. It's powder clay, basically, and it gets wet. Oh, tire's slick from that clay. Okay, gonna have to, and that's clay there. Well, that was a good example. Ah. I gave it gas. The rear tire's still slick. It slid on that rock and just slid around. You can hear it. Just like. Wow. This side definitely was worse than the other side. The other side had nothing like that. So I guess this east or no, west side. This west side can get kind of bad. But be careful. It's right before that hill too. So if you're not a decent rider, that's gonna like make it probably from difficult to extreme. Because your tire is just gonna spin if you hit the rocks. And I was trying to keep my momentum up and hit the rocks hard enough that I would flick off as much of the clay, the mud clay, as I got to the next like big rock. You know, I was progressively trying to make it better with each rock I hit. Yeah, it's still flicking off. Oh, that was fun. Now let's turn around and go look at it. So if I was coming this way, this is what I would see. It's kind of, I think that would give most people to turn around, you know. They see how chunky this is. Somebody threw a lot of rocks in that one crack. Probably a side-by-side that was just the width that they were getting stuck in. There's not too many lines. Like I said, it always changes. There used to be a bunch of rocks that went out that way, and then they gradually got smaller. So you come around the corner, you would hit that, and you could skim across because they were gapped. Skim across everything and just come right on up. That obviously didn't last too long because, well, unfortunately, I love side-by-sides, but it's like Jeeps. I mean, they're heavy. They dig and they sit there and they just gas it, and it's spinning the rocks everywhere, spitting them out, you know. I just wanted to see it from down here to show you guys first. Okay, see, that's what you'd be jumping off of, and you could, I think it's really not that bad. It just seems bad because when you're looking far down. So you're like, oh, that's high. It's really not that high. You know, it's like a foot. You know, and right here, yeah, the best line now is go up that rock pile in the crack, or make it up there and go up that one, but you don't want to lose your momentum as you're coming up. So anyways, that's my kind of thoughts on this obstacle here at Penrose. Okay, well, let's see if I'm right here, like, what would happen. Whoa, don't lose your balance, that's for one. See, oh, the back is slid out. See, it's steep enough that the momentum, problem is people get to this point and they're like, they're stuck. They're just like, you know, they're stuck, they're fighting it. I give it a few tries. I usually turn it off, and then I see what the issue is, and I adjust the bike. Because you're out in the trail riding with a group with all different levels, you know. You're not racing, you're just riding. You know, why work harder? It's like work smarter. A lot of people will, right here, they'll jump off their bikes and they'll say, let me pull your front end up. You know, and it's like, God, then we're fighting the bike. Like, why do people want to, like, wear themselves out? Like, there's plenty of easy enough to scoot back, easy enough to turn around and go back there and just get another run at it. I mean, they act like that's harder. It's easier. Like, well, we'll see if I can get going from here. I'm probably going to drop the bike, but let's see. Okay, well, I made my newer rider self probably wouldn't have made that up. But I felt the tire, it spun a little bit, but then I felt like a knob grip, and it just chugged right up. Can you see how steep that is? So now I'll just move the bike over there. It's about the same steepness, especially when you're starting out. So until you get your bike back end up over that bottom one, you know, it's not as smooth. Let's take the upper line. There we go. So see, you can smoothly do the upper line too. Remember, I'm 5'11", so I'm not one of those 6'2", 6'4" guys. They even have an easier time. More lines open up to them because, you know, they got a little more room to pick where they can put their feet down. And that's what I'll do sometimes, is I'll look ahead. I'll be like, if I make it there, I think my foot can be placed on top of that rock, you know, if I need to balance myself. Or if I have to stop or whatever, you know, it stops right there, then I've already planned that out. Or I can kind of push myself off of that rock and just continue the momentum. Looks like it's KTM. So who lost their airbox and they didn't come back for it? That's kind of weird. I don't see any fresh tracks, but just so some people don't run over it, we'll set it there. So it's at least somewhat out of the path. Orange side up. I'm surprised the person didn't come back. So all new signs I notice. I notice there's a lot more campers at the beginning than there usually are. That never happens.
Yeah, we blocked off their favorite spot.
And well, and isn't that going to be difficult though for like close? Because I know this gets closed when it's too wet.
Yes, it will be difficult.
Okay, because that's I'm like, you know, because I had dogs run at me this morning, and I'm like, dude, I noticed there's none of them have toys. I'm like, and I don't like being loud, but it's not a camping. It's not really an ideal camping area. It's an OHV area.
It is, right. This is the closest BLA to Colorado Springs.
Well, those guys are awesome. We're getting new trails in Seep Springs, Texas Creek, more single track that will connect the single track that's there. They are open to having new trails possibly here in Penrose. He just said they need somebody to be a steward, so I think I'm gonna do that. I think Trail Taker might do that, not just me. So talk that over to my buddies, partners, and I think we might take over Penrose as far as coming out here and being a steward. I don't know if that's like totally closed down, or can we, I would think we could play here. Yeah, I think it's, yeah, they moved this rock pile that was right here, and then they put rocks going around. So I don't know if it's an okay like play area for training, but see, this would be a good area to put in like an endurocross track, right? Keep the boulders there and put in like a, that's what I would propose. Rocks, logs. Yeah. Okay, I gotta get loaded up and home. Gotta go pick the daughter up. So guys, that is Penrose. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and check out my other videos. Have a good one.